Oh hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today's look is this very easy and simple abstract skull, so if you want to see how I created it, then definitely keep on watching. What I did to start off was prep my brows with 2 layers of glue and then use the NYX Born to Glow primer all over my face and body. For this look alone, we will be using only water activated paints. All of my paints are from FAB, which are face and body paints. I depotted mine and put mine into a little container for easier access. But to start off, we're going to use the pink, and I'm going to use a stippling brush for this entire video. And I'm just going to start randomly applying the color in various areas with not really any rhyme or reason to where I'm placing the color. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of blues and purples and pinks. I also decided to do my head since I'm bald, so might as well use it to my advantage, right? Then again, using different sizes of stippling brushes, we're going to go in with some lilacs, with some darker purples, as well as some brighter colors like oranges and yellows. I'm really just kind of applying the color in random areas and filling in all the empty spots as I go. You can pretty much choose any colors that you'd like. I have a color scheme. I really didn't have one. I just kind of went for it and kind of just placed the colors where I saw fit. To break up the pattern, I am taking Suva Beauty's Fanny Pack Hydra Liner and placing dots randomly all over the body and face. Moving on to the skull teeth, we're going to be using a pure white face and body paint, and I'm just going to start creating very spiky triangles on the mouth area and start to map out exactly where I want my hollows to sit. At the end of the look, you'll notice that none of my shapes are even, which is perfectly fine for this look itself because it just gives it a little bit more texture and more dimension. I'm just continuing on placing the areas where I want my face to look a little bit more sunken in. You can definitely use a reference photo for this, but I just kind of went along and followed my face shape itself. So now we're just going to go in and create the nose as well as the temples. I didn't really have an idea of what shape I wanted my temples to be, so I did add some extra lines on accident, but I decided not to cover them up and just leave them since it is an abstract skull. Moving on to the rib cage, I decided to do a very generic, really not true to scale rib cage, and I just started adding random lines throughout the entire chest piece. This is pretty much up to you. You can do whatever you like in this area. For some added dimension, we're going to take some black and we're going to start applying it to the outer corners of the eyes and the inner corner, and then as well as the temples and the rib cage. So what I did is I placed the majority of the color at the edge of the white and then used my finger to blend it into the rest of the colors. I also went in between the teeth with some very thin black lines, and I extended the line from the corner of my mouth to where our hollows are, and I just kind of simply started to drag the color in between each tooth just to give our teeth a little bit more dimension. For some last details, I added some white lines on the eyelids as well as some white dots all over the face and body. That pretty much concludes our tutorial for today. Pretty easy, right? Well, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll definitely see you in our next video. We love you. Ciao.